Have you experienced changes in the prices of goods and services that you usually use in the recent past? When the Central Bank of Kenya comes out to say that the inflation rate as per the month of June 2025 was 3.8%, what does that mean to you? Welcome to Finance Focus with Andrew, a platform where we engage in conversation that endeavor to enhance our financial literacy. In case you are coming across this channel for the first time, kindly subscribe, turn on the notification bell so that you get notified anytime we get to upload a new financial tip. And in this video, we are going to discuss about inflation. And I will discuss that in very simple terms, that we only need to understand what is inflation and what the numbers mean to us. And with me here on my board and on the screen, I have the inflation data as at June 2025 as released by the Central Bank of Kenya. Let's start by understanding inflation. And in simple terms, inflation is the increase of prices of goods and services. So the data that we are seeing here, it is data that is showing us how much the prices of goods and services changed for the last 1 year. That is, we are evaluating the period between June 2024 and June 2025. So the price of goods and services within that period is 3.8%. And you can see some of the goods that have been listed on this table. We have two sides. We have the core and the non-core. You can see that the price of cigarette between June 2024 and June 2025, the price of cigarettes increased by 24.9%. The price of maize flour increased by 18.8%. The price of sugar increased by 9.2%. The price of cooking oil increased by 6.4%. Price of wheat increased by 6.6%. The price of packed milk, the price of wheat was also a decrease by 6.6%. The price of packed milk decreased by 1.6%. When you come to the non-core, carrots, the price of carrots increased by 20.6% within the year. Cabbages increased by 17.3% within the year. Electricity decreased by 8.2% within that year. Petrol decreased by 6.4%. Diesel decreased by 5.7%. So that is how easy you can be able to calculate inflation of whatever commodity that you wish. You can also be able to calculate the inflation for the services that you gain. A simple thing that you can be able to calculate the inflation for is bus fare. If you can recall how much you are paying in the month of June 2024 and what you are currently paying, of course, for the same route, for the same distance, for the same circumstances, you can be able to compare the two prices and see what the inflation has been for the last 1 year. So that is what this 3.8% means. That is what the inflation rate of 3.8% means. It means that the general price of goods and services in this country for the last 1 year has increased by 3.8%. I'm sure now we are able to define inflation and how to calculate it. Now, what do the figures mean to us? I just want to talk for three different people what the inflation figure mean. So, number one, it is on your daily expenses. So, what does the inflation mean for your daily expenses? A 3.8% means that the things that you buy on a daily basis, the things that you buy on a monthly basis, the things that you buy on a weekly basis, their prices has increased with 3.8%. This means that with the same amount of money that you used to budget with last year time like this, you'll be able to acquire lesser items with the same amount of money. With the same amount of money, you'll get lesser items than you would a year ago. Maybe that means it means more financial planning for us. It means trying to search for more income so that we can be able to meet the same needs that we would meet back then. And sometimes there are limitations to how much you can earn. So it only means that you need to tighten your belt in terms of your budgeting, in terms of your financial planning, because the money that you used to have might be the same, but you cannot be able to purchase the same items that we would purchase back then. So you need to reevaluate your budget. You need to see what you can drop, what is not so necessary from your budget, so that you can be able to continue surviving if you have the same amount that you used to have a year ago. To savers, these are people who have money in the bank, money in avenues that do not earn them any interest. Those are the ones that we might refer to as savers. To a saver, inflation means that your money, your bank balance is the same. Your bank balance is still 50,000. It is not 49,999. Your bank balance is still 50,000. But what that 50,000 could do in June 2024, it cannot be able to accomplish the same right now. Your balance is the same, your amount is the same, but the value for that money has depreciated by 3.8%. And to the savers, there is no way, there are no two ways out of this. Put in your money in an avenue that you get to earn some interest. At least, even if it is not much, get an interest that will beat the inflation rate. So even if you don't get to earn much, you will be able to beat inflation. The value of your money last year will be the value of your money today. Let's go to those who we might call investors, or they have made a step forward. Other than savings, they have tried to put their money in avenues where their money is earning interest. To the investors, the rate of return that you think you got last year or through the year, you need to factor in the rate of inflation. So anytime you are thinking about the rate of return, remember to input the rate of inflation into that figure. So if the company where you have invested, especially the passive means of investment, that is all the way from the circles, from the money market funds, from the shares, from the treasury bills, from the treasury bonds, if they told you that they gave you a 10%, you need to deduct 3.8% from that, because that was taken away by inflation. So the real return to you was 6.2%. So continue pushing for higher rates of return so that you can be able to beat inflation and still get some good returns. So that is it. That is what we refer to as inflation, and that is what it means to you. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to share, like, comment, and subscribe. Till next time, stay financially woke.